Okay, welcome to this class about the basics of Kundalini Yoga. Like I said earlier, please do it with ease and at your own rhythm. Make sure that you try to do the kriya or the exercises in the best way possible. Kriya is is a series of exercises within Kundalini Yoga, and it is a complete movement. By a complete movement, I mean that its purpose, its goal has been already proven and tested. It works. It has worked for me. It has worked for people everywhere and for thousands of years, and it will also work for you. One of the first things that I like to do before I start the class is something that in yoga, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, which is called pratihara, meaning sense withdrawal. We're living in a world that is constantly changing, that is constantly moving. We are being bombarded on the daily with external stimuli, and that makes the nervous system anxious. We're living in a society where mental health and physical health is being sacrificed. So what we're trying to do here is to dedicate this time to withdraw ourselves from the world just for a moment, withdraw our senses. And that's why during most of the exercises, I'm going to ask you to keep your eyes closed and focus in between your eyebrows most of the time. The focusing, there is a name for that. That's another important element. The name for that is dharana, which means concentration, focus. You can focus on anything. It can be an external object. It can be something within your own body. It can be your breathing. It can be the pumping of your heart. It can be just a point, the tip of the nose, the heart. It can be a mantra. It can be anything. Throughout these exercises, I'm going to ask you to focus inwardly, remain focused in between your eyebrows. And I like to start very simple. We're going to withdraw our senses, closing our eyes, spine straight. And in here, we're going to just breathe deep and long, as deep and as long as you can, 3 times. Let's go. In here, we're going to chant a mantra to open the session. The name of this mantra is the Adi mantra, and is followed by the Mul mantra, I believe the name is. Basically, it means we are bowing down and we are surrendering to the supreme higher consciousness, universal consciousness, to aid us in this session. It goes in the following way: Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. You don't have to chant it today, but it's going to be an ongoing thing that we're going to do in every class, and sooner or later you will learn and you will memorize it. For now, just listen to me and try to vibrate the sound within yourself. Eyes are closed. Focus between your eyebrows. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Gurei Name, Chugat Gurei Name, Sat Gurei Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gurei Name, Chugat Gurei Name, Sat Gurei Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gurei Name, Chugat Gurei Name, Sat Gurei Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Inhale deeply. Hold it for a few seconds. Exhale and relax. So the first exercise we're going to do is use a basic spinal flex. I'm going to show you how to do it. The main point here is manage your breathing so that it follows the movement in a rhythmical way. You find your rhythm in the following way. We sit in a cross-legged position, easy pose. We grab our ankles this way, and here we're going to inhale up, extending the chest, exhaling down, kind of in the following way, like this. I'm going to show you a different perspective. Your spine is initially straight. We apply neck lock, which is lowering the chin down, slightly down and back, fully extending the back of the neck, and keeping the face, your head in a neutral position. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In this way. We're going to be working on this part of the back, the spine. And we're about to start. Let's go. We start slow at the beginning. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Remember, your eyes are closed and you focus in between your eyebrows. When you go up, try to make a little emphasis on your chest opening. Opening the chest. Find your rhythm. Try to speed things up a little bit. A rhythmical movement. Keep going. Last 30 seconds. Let's try to do a little faster. Eyes remain closed. Head in a neutral place. Keep going. Now inhale deeply, go up, stretch your chest. Hold your breath as long as you can. Hold it, hold it. Exhale and relax. Rest in there for just 1 minute. Try to notice any subtle changes within your body, within your mind. In Kundalini Yoga, we do a lot of breathing exercises, pranayama, the moving of prana, the breath, which is the life force. You will find out how through the breathing you're going to be able to manage and control your emotions, your emotional states, control your mind. It all requires practice, and we're going to get better at it the more we practice. Next exercise, we sit down here on our heels. This one is called rock pose. If this is too uncomfortable, you can place a pillow in between your legs. If this is still uncomfortable to you, you can come back to cross-leg position. But the movement, the exercise is in this way. In here, we're going to do basically the same. Spinal flexes in the following way. Inhale up, down. We start when I tell you, and I'm going to show you a different perspective for you to have as a reference. Here, neck lock, chin down, slightly down and back. Neck fully extended, eyes are closed, focus goes between the eyebrows. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Imagine you have a string pulling your chest towards the wall. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do it at your own rhythm, and we start now. Let's go. If you want, you can start a little slow at first. Try to get used to the movement. Keep going. Keep going. Again, try to make a little emphasis on the opening of your chest. Do it rhythmically. The movement follows the breath. Keep going. The reason we keep the head locked in place is because, at least in the Western world, we tend to initiate every movement with the head. The head wants to go first, be the first all the time. When in reality, the movement should be supported through the navel and the heart, and the head follows. We're trying to change the connections within your mind through working in your body. That's what we're actually doing. So keep going a little faster. Close your eyes, between the eyebrows, focus. And now inhale deeply, come back to center, inhale, hold your breath a few seconds, hold it in there, hold it, exhale, and relax. Just resting there for a few minutes, a few seconds. By the way, this kriya is called basic spinal energy kriya. It's designed to work systematically on all your spine, the 26 vertebrae that you have in there, and all the 7 chakras through the different asanas, which is poses, positions, exercises, pranayama, which is the breathing, pratihara, withdrawing the senses inwardly, outside of the external world. And we do that within the enclosure of the opening mantra. We're going to do a closing mantra towards the end. So we're doing it within this safe, sacred space. As you're resting there, you can look at me and see what's our next exercise. Hands go here in front of your shoulders. Your thumbs go towards the back and everything else in the front, at the front. In here, your eyes are still closed, focus between the eyebrows. We inhale, go left, twist left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. We're going to do 26 of those. And I guess that we can start. Let's just start now. Inhale. Keep going. It's a little more powerful breathing. Breathe a little more powerfully. Keep going. I can't really see you, but some of the mistakes that people make is that they try to keep the head follows the movement. You're twisting the whole spine. And the head always stays in place, in neck lock. Chin down, slightly back. If you are close to 26 or you already made 26, come back to center when you're done. You with a deep breath. Hold it. And relax. And just be conscious of anything that's going on in your body. These are new levels of oxygen that we're just going to get used to with time. Your mind, your brain, your bloodstream is full of oxygen right now. More than just the clarity that you get from this exercise, and the relaxation or feeling of mental clarity, we're trying to observe deeply. All right, next exercise. This one is called bear grip. Right, a few inches in front of the heart, a few inches in front of it. In here, we're going to inhale left up, exhale, right up, like this. Try to keep them in front of your heart all the time. This point here is unmoved, and then everything else moves in that axis. We're going to count to 26. This is 1, 2, we're going to do 26. Your eyes are closed, neck lock, focus between your eyebrows. Let's go. Inhale, center. Don't break the posture. Exhale slowly, and when you have no air, when you have absolutely no air, you pull to the opposite directions with no air. And inhale, relax. As you're resting in there, let me explain the next exercise. It's another variation of the spinal flexes. This one is called, I believe, I'll use a spinal flex again. So your hands are on your knees. We're going to work on the upper spine, and we're going to do basically the same movement. I'll let you know when you start. Like this, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let me show you this perspective. Remember, head stays in place, neck lock, chin down, slightly back. And let's get ready and let's go. Do it slowly at first. Build up the movement, build up a very constant rhythm. The movement follows the breathing pattern. Try to make an emphasis when you open your chest, on your back, the shoulder blades, they try to touch a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. Something I forgot to mention, if at any time you desire to rest and you feel a little dizzy, you can do so. Just sit in a neutral position and just breathe deep and long. The deepest and the longest, the better. And then come back to the exercise for the time that it lasts. We have 30 more seconds. Keep going. A little faster this time. We are activating all the spine and the nerves and the spinal fluid. We're lubricating again our spine. Keep going. And here, inhale deeply. Center. Hold your breath. Hold it. Exhale and relax. Just stay there, just sitting. You can breathe deep and long. As you are resting and breathing deep and long, I'm going to show you the next exercise. This one is called shoulder shrugs, which goes like this. You inhale up, exhale down, kind of like in a explosive movement on the way down. You try to squeeze when you go up, and then release when you go down, up, down, in that way. I'll let you know when you start. All the stress, all the anxiety from your day, perhaps, you try to work on that with this exercise. It's one of my favorite ones. Okay, so we're about to start. And let's go. Inhale up. Keep going. It's a little powerful breathing. Focus between your eyebrows, neck lock, chin down and slightly back. Good posture. Keep going. Is there a variation on your shoulders? Just do it slowly. Just do it as slow as you can. And like I said, do it at your own rhythm as long as it's constant and rhythmical, not sporadic. That's what we're not trying to do. We're trying to make it rhythmical. Try to, at least like try to squeeze when you go up and release. Try to make this movement a little, if it's not painful, just kind of like this. Squeeze like this. Rhythmically with your breathing. Thank you for letting me know. Keep going. To end this exercise, inhale, squeeze, a good squeeze, a good squeeze. Exhale and relax. Immediately though, we're going to do neck rolls. This one, conscious movement and very carefully protecting your neck. We're just going to drop our chin down, rotate to one direction, inhale up, you reach the zenith. That's the zenith of your breathing, inhaling, and then you go down, you exhaling, you count to 5. One side, 5. Either side, doesn't matter what side. Just go. Slow, controlled movement. Reach the zenith, start exhaling, and then go down. When you're at the bottom, you don't have any air in your lungs, and you go up again. Slow movement. Your shoulders are relaxed. If you are about to reach 5, once you reach the bottom, you do the same movement but opposite direction. Opposite direction. Consciously relax your shoulders. If there is any pain, of course, try to reduce the pain. Try not to move or avoid some part of the movement, or you sit still, breathing deep and long. If you're already close to 5 or at 5, you go back to center, and inhale deep. Exhale, relax. Now I'll explain the next exercise. We go back to the bear grip, like this, but this time in front of our throat, a few inches away from it. Neck lock, chin down, set your back. And in here, I'm going to explain and then you do. So we inhale. When your lungs are full, you pull in opposite directions with all the strength you have. You can make faces, and then you exhale. When you have no air, then you pull again with all your force. When you feel like you can't hold it anymore, you bring the mudra, the hands, on top of your face, on your head, and when you have your lungs full, you pull again, opposite directions. When you feel you can't hold it, exhale. With no air, you pull again, opposite directions. I'm going to do it together with you. So here we go. Let's get in position, neck lock. And here we're going to inhale deeply. And then pull. Hold your breath, pull. You can make faces. Exhale. When you have no air, pull again. Inhale. Go up here, and pull. Exhale. When you have no air, pull again with no air. Inhale. We're going to come back. We're going to just have one breath cycle just to reset, and we're going to do it again. Now inhale again and pull. Exhale. With no air, pull again. Inhale up. Pull. Your eyes are closed. You exhale. With no air, you pull again. Inhale. Come back to center. Exhale. And we're going to do it one last time. Inhale. pull. Exhale, pull again. Inhale up, and here pull again. Exhale, with no air, you pull again. This time with all the strength, just a little longer. Inhale, come back to a neutral position. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, and relax. This one is an interesting one. Okay, so the next one, as you're resting, this one is called Sat Kriya, and it's a very popular one and one that we're going to do in more classes. So this is the mudra. If you're a woman, your left thumb goes on top of the right one. If you're a man, if you're a woman, left on top. If you're a man, right thumb on top of the other one. So here, we're going to hug our ears, pointing upwards. Let me show you. And in here, we're going to, actually it's in rock pose, sorry. Like this, like this. If this is too uncomfortable, place a pillow between or sit in cross-leg position, no problem. But in here, we're going to chant the mantra Sat Nam. Don't focus on the breathing, it's going to happen automatically at whatever rhythm. Sat Nam means, Sat stands for true, truthful or real, and Nam stands for name, noun. So we're calling forth your true identity, your true self. So we're going to stay there for a few minutes, so be ready, and we're going to chant the mantra. We're going to start now. Do the mudra, hug your ears, and close your eyes, focus between your eyebrows, and let's go. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Keep going. If you're not chanting, at least you want to vibrate the sound within your head. What else? Oh, you're going to notice how your belly kind of pumps. We're trying to make that movement. We're trying to activate, not only aid the digestive system, but also, activate those chakras or centers of energy, emotion, whatever you want to call them, as you're doing it. So keep going. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Focus between your eyebrows. This is a strong focus between your eyebrows as you are doing it. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam 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 Sat, Nam. Now inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Focus deeply between your eyebrows. Exhale. Now we're going to do it again. Inhale deeply. We're going to do another lock that I didn't teach you yet. It's called root lock. So contracting rectum, sexual organs, and lower abdomen in and up. Inhale, hold it and apply root lock. Exhale. And with no air, root lock again. Inhale. And slowly bring your arms down and relax. Now you're going to relax completely over your back. So lay down on your back and just go to sleep. Just lay down and try to reach a deep, deep relaxation on your back. We're going to stay there for a few minutes. It's very important nowadays to develop the ability to relax. Only when your body is fully relaxed is when you're actually able to heal the body and heal the mind. In Kundalini Yoga, you'll see how much of a big emphasis we make on balance. On one side, we have the exercises, the asanas, that are physically demanding sometimes, but usually at the end, there is either relaxation and or meditation. The goal of yoga being union, the union of the opposites, the union of consciousness with unconsciousness, with the ego with the self or God, the union between the polarities, masculine, feminine, the sun and the moon. In relaxation, you're able to actually do a lot of that. The exercises and the breathing are meant to be a tool so that you can later relax or meditate and do some inner working. For now, we're just laying down and relaxing, sleeping if you want. In Kundalini Yoga, your age is not measured by how old you are, like how many years you have, but by the flexibility of your spine. The more flexible you are, the younger you are considered to be. This is a great kriya to do before any meditation. There is an increased circulation of the spinal fluid, which is crucially linked to having a good memory. I'm just reading this from my book here. to play some music. And then slowly, there where you are, start breathing deep and long. Breathing deep and long. And start rotating your wrists and your feet, little circles there on your back where you are. Rotating. You can stretch up, stretch, do a good stretch. Stretch all you can. Stretch. Bring one knee close to you and then rotate it, twist it to the opposite direction. Like that. Do the same with the other one. One of them goes closer to you and then twist it this way. Rub your hands and your feet. A good rubbing like that. Hug your knees and start balancing your spine. A good massage of your spine on the floor, on the yoga mat. 3 or 4 of those, and then come back, sit in a neutral position, easy pose, cross leg position. We're going to get ready to close, and we close in a very similar manner. We place our hands on top of our heart. We're going to start by breathing deep and long 3 times, and then we chant Sat Nam 3 times to end. So let's close our eyes, focus between your eyebrows, and breathe deep and long 3 times. Change to praying pose. We inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you for joining this class. That was the end. Let me stop recording.